Hello salads, I do hope you're well. It's Vegan Gaze here, and today I'm going to be ranting about something that really annoys me. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm called Vegan Gaze for a certain reason. One of which is because to look lovingly is very cute. But secondly, one of the reasons I call myself Vegan Gaze is because I'm a lesbian, a homosexual, a gay. It's all coming together now. I'd like the other flag, to be fair, but this is the only flag I had at hand. It's weird that I had that at hand, but I did. So yeah, I'm pretty damn gay. And one of the things that can be kind of difficult about being vegan and gay is when nonsense happens. When LGBT plus causes use money to literally oppress animals. There was a post on Instagram and a video of someone called Jonathan Bailey. I'm not familiar with this person, I'm sorry. But Jonathan is drinking milk. It's doing the whole thing where it goes down the shirt. But Jonathan's wearing a t-shirt that says drink your milk. Now I'm wearing a t-shirt that says post-milk generation, which I think is actually more fitting to what our future should look like. The Instagram post is in a collaboration with a couple of people and it says drink your milk. Introducing a new collaboration between Lowe and Jonathan Bailey. A special edition t-shirt celebrates the launch of the actor's new foundation, the Shameless Fund. Well, it definitely is pretty shameless to be oppressing animals to try and promote something or raise money for an oppressed group. Like, what does oppressing others make sense when you're trying to help up? Like, what are you achieving by that? It's like getting a pile of mud and cleaning it up by putting another pile of mud on the floor. For every t-shirt sold, Lowe will make a donation to the foundation, which is dedicated to forging a world where every LGBTQIA plus person can live authentically, love freely, and thrive without burdens of discrimination, oppression, or shame. Well, I'm definitely feeling shame right now. For those of you who are joining and are confused as to why someone, especially someone who is LGBTQIA+, would be upset that money's being raised for LGBTQIA+ causes, let me explain. The dairy industry is absolutely evil and indefensible. Animals are exploited for their milk. They are artificially inseminated, which entails a farmer putting their hand in their anus so that they can then penetrate the cervix, so they can impregnate them without the direct use of a bull, who, by the way, is electrically ejaculated. And that process is pretty disgusting. So the dairy cow mother is pregnant. Once she gives birth, her baby will be stolen from her. There's literature on this called The Psychology of Cows, that cows bellow out for their babies. It's no surprise that a mammal creates a really strong bond with their baby, and then to have them reaped away from them perpetually is terrible. And that's not just where it ends. These babies in many instances are useful to the dairy industry only if they're female. So if they're female, they will be kept so that they may be artificially inseminated too. But if they're male, time to go, mister. So babies are literally killed because people want milk and cheese. And a dairy cow can't keep getting pregnant and producing milk forever. Her production will end up declining. So what do they do with her then? They kill her and make her into cheap burgers. This is a terrible industry for the animals, and it's so terrible that we don't even need to get into the environmental ramifications. It should be horrific enough knowing that these things happen to these animals. Then to have a cause which is trying to make people feel free from discrimination and oppression. It's actually infuriating. We should be doing away with it. We shouldn't be engaging in oppression to help those who are oppressed. We shouldn't be engaging in discrimination to aid those who are discriminated against. We shouldn't be doing something shameful for a cause where people shouldn't be feeling shame. But this industry, without a doubt, is shameful, and it shouldn't be being supported, especially by people who understand what it's like to be oppressed, who understand what it's like to be othered, who understand what it's like to be discriminated against for a characteristic about themselves that they cannot help. I cannot help that I'm gay, and it shouldn't be a problem. Just like it shouldn't be a problem that an animal is a different species. What matters is they are a sentient, feeling individual who cares about their own existence, and that should be enough. The queer community should not be supporting the dairy industry. In fact, it shouldn't be supporting any animal agriculture, because animal agriculture entails oppression, it entails discrimination, and it entails moral atrocities. It is abhorrent, and it really enrages me to see people within my community supporting it. I don't understand why they do it, when again, we know what it's like to be othered because of a characteristic about ourselves that shouldn't even be othered negatively. It should be, you're gay, that's different. Nothing wrong with that. You're a dog. That's different to a human. Nothing wrong with that. You're a cow. That's different to a human. Nothing wrong with that. You don't get a bolt gun in the head. You don't get your babies taken from you. You don't get artificially inseminated. You don't get branded and mutilated in other ways. You don't get seen as a commodity. But no, this is what we do to the animals. Why are we doing this to the animals? Can we really be shocked that othering, discrimination, and oppression happens when we are literally doing it? Like, oh. It's time to move forward, and I'm sure this will make some people angry if they see it, but I thought I would say as someone who's a raging gay. Basically, babes, it's time to go vegan and stop trying to use other sentient beings and oppress them in order to aid others. It makes absolutely no sense. I thought oppression was a bad thing. It is a bad thing, so don't do it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Salads.